It's game day in Athens. Welcome to Bulldogs Now. I'm Sudu Upadhyay alongside UGA quarterback legend DJ Shockley. And Shock, you know this. It gets real today. Dogs opening SEC play against South Carolina. Kirby Smart considered one of the top two coaches in college football right now. Rusty, I think you'd agree the only other one is Nick Saban, who the Dogs are facing tomorrow.
Yep.
And what he's been able to do in such a short time at UGA is remarkable.
Yep.
You know him. I mean, you've covered UGA for over 20 years. You know Kirby Smart. What makes him so effective? 8 games into the season, Dogs quarterback Carson Beck has made it clear he is undoubtedly the leader of Georgia's offense. But, Shock, as you're about to show us, it's not just about what shows up on the stat sheet that makes Carson effective.
Yeah.
DJ, that 3-game sweep at the hands of the Marlins, it was a damper on an incredible week for the Braves, obviously clinching the NL East. But you talk to Brian Snitker, you talk to guys in the clubhouse, they don't really seem too worried about it. Snitker chalked it up to bad pitching, and the guys in the clubhouse, well, they've already moved past it. What a gift for the Atlanta Falcons here on Christmas Eve at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A 29-10 win over the Indianapolis Colts. It ends a 2-game losing skid for the Falcons, and it comes on a week that starting quarterback Desmond Ridder was benched in favor of Taylor Heineke for the second time this season. And Heineke provided the clean, mistake-free leadership that this team's been waiting for weeks now. The Tennessee River will be the backdrop to what should be a fun SEC East battle tomorrow here in Knoxville. The number 1 Bulldogs, the number 20 Tennessee Vols, and everybody playing in this game for Georgia knows just how imposing of an environment Neyland Stadium can be. Another 12-0 campaign for the Georgia Bulldogs as they take down Georgia Tech here at Bobby Dodd Stadium, 31-23. The Dogs' 29th straight win. It's an SEC record. And the theme of this game was the same as it's been all season long. Georgia came out, got punched in the face early. Georgia Tech took a 10-7 lead. They got a turnover on Georgia. Then we saw the Haynes King show on that first drive, but ultimately this team has been resilient, and Kirby Smart, despite the closeness of this game, was extremely proud of his team. When healthy, Dogs wide receiver Ladd McConkey is an electrifying player whose speed and route running makes him stand out in any receiving corps. But Ladd isn't just a football player. He's also a philanthropist, and a pretty good one considering his selection of this year's All-State AFCA Good Works team. Georgia was not able to get the same amount of separation that they've been able to get maybe against other defenses today. Plain and simple, Alabama played really, really well. There were obviously plays where Georgia shot themselves in the foot to give Alabama an advantage. You had that missed call, but you also have to give credit to that Crimson Tide defense for being able to not allow these Georgia receivers, who are very talented, by the way, to get a lot of separation today. People said, why aren't they throwing the football? That was one of the reasons.
Yeah, you saw exactly why.